You got the raise, the one you worked years for, the bigger title, the bigger number on the paycheck. And for about 2 weeks, it felt incredible. Then something strange happened. The money showed up, and your life didn't change at all.
You're earning more than you ever have, and somehow there's still nothing left at the end of the month.
If that sounds familiar, I need you to hear this. It is not a coincidence, and it is not your fault. You walked into one of the most expensive traps in modern life, and almost nobody warned you it was coming.
Here's the part that's gonna sting a little. The raise didn't make you richer. In a lot of cases, it actually made you poorer.
And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how that happens and how to make sure the next one doesn't do the same thing to you.
Let's start with what you were promised. The whole logic of working hard goes like this. Earn more, and you'll have more.
Get the promotion, climb the ladder, watch your bank account grow. It sounds obvious. It sounds like math.
But it's missing one thing, and that one thing is the entire trap. Think about the last time your income went up. What's the very first thought that quietly entered your head? Be honest.
It wasn't, I should save all of this. It was something more like, finally, I can afford that now.
Maybe it was a nicer car, a bigger apartment, the brand instead of the generic, eating out without checking the price first. None of it felt reckless. Every single decision felt completely reasonable because you earned it. You deserved it.
And that feeling, Teok, that quiet, comfortable feeling of, I deserve this now, Teeling, is the exact mechanism that's keeping you broke.
There's a name for it, and once you see it, you'll never unsee it. It's called lifestyle inflation. Your income goes up and your spending rises to meet it almost perfectly. Not because you're irresponsible, because that's what comfortable people do.
They upgrade, quietly, gradually, one reasonable decision at a time, until the new bigger income feels exactly as tight as the old smaller one. Let me show you the numbers, because the numbers are brutal. Imagine you were earning $50,000 a year, and you got bumped up to $70,000, a $20,000 raise. That feels life-changing. But after tax, that 20 grand is closer to 14. Now watch what happens next. The slightly nicer apartment costs you $3,000 more a year. The car upgrade, another $4,000. Eating out a little more freely, a couple thousand. The better phone, the streaming subscriptions, the treat-yourself purchases that didn't exist before, call it $3,000 more. Add it up. You just spent your entire raise, and then some, without ever feeling like you splurged on anything. And here's the cruel twist. Your bills got bigger, but your safety didn't. You're now locked into a higher cost of living.
The bigger rent, the bigger car payment, the bigger everything estati. Those don't go away if your income drops.
You raised your floor. So now you have to keep earning more just to stay exactly where you are. You didn't buy freedom. You bought a more expensive version of the same cage.
Now, why does this happen to almost everyone? Because the entire system is built to catch your raise the second it lands.
Think about who benefits when your income goes up. The car dealership has a finance plan ready for someone exactly at your new salary. The credit card company raises your limit the moment your paycheck grows. Every brand you follow is engineered to make the next tier feel like the natural. You getting a raise is a business opportunity for a dozen companies, and they are far better at spending your money than you are at keeping it. But there's something deeper underneath all of it, and this is the part that really matters. It's not really about the apartment or the car. It's about identity. When you earn more, you start to feel like you should live like the person who earns more. The spending isn't about the stuff. It's about proving tied to yourself, to other people, to BAVD, that you've arrived.
And that emotional pull is so quiet and so constant that you'll defend it without even realizing you're doing it.
You'll call it treating yourself. You'll call it, I work hard, I deserve this. And every time you say that, the trap closes a little tighter. So here's the question that actually matters. How do you take a raise without it disappearing?
Because the goal was never to live like a monk. The goal is to make sure the money you earn actually turns into something you keep. The single most powerful move is almost embarrassingly simple. When your income goes up, you pretend it didn't. At least at first.
The next time you get a raise or a bonus, before you change a single thing about how you live, you take that entire increase too, or as much of it as you possibly can,
And you send it somewhere your everyday self can't easily reach. Into investments, into a separate account, anywhere but your main spending.
You keep living for just a few more months like the person you were before the raise. Because that person was already fine. That person was already paying the bills.
The reason this works is psychological, not mathematical. You never get used to spending the money, so you never miss it.
You skip the entire trap, because lifestyle inflation can't inflate a lifestyle you never upgraded.
And every raise, instead of vanishing into a slightly nicer life that feels exactly as tight as before, becomes a permanent growth. That gap hap, that single number Heim, is the only thing that actually makes you wealthy. Not the salary, the gap. Let me be really clear about something, because this is where people get the wrong message. This is not about never enjoying your money.
You are allowed to upgrade your life. You're allowed to enjoy what you earn. The difference is doing it on purpose, slowly, with intention.
Instead of automatically, the moment the money hits, on autopilot. One of those is a choice. The other is a trap.
And the people who quietly build real wealth aren't the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who refuse to let every raise instantly become a bigger set of bills.
So here's what I want you to take away. The next time more money comes your way, a raise, a bonus, a side income, anything, pause before you celebrate by spending it.
Ask yourself one honest question. Am I about to turn this into freedom or into a bigger cage?
Because that single decision, repeated a few times over your life, is the difference between someone who earns a lot and stays broke.
You were never bad with money. You were just never told the game was rigged the second your paycheck got bigger.
Now you know. So the next raise? Let it actually make you richer,